Before this story begins, let me tell you something most people don't believe. Money can buy comfort, but it cannot buy someone to sit with you when the night gets too quiet. His name was Jonathan Hale. Jonathan was a billionaire. His name was plastered on magazines. His companies employed thousands of people. His success was often called inspiring. But what no one ever bothered to ask him was how lonely it truly was at the top. Jonathan lived in a house with far too many rooms. Rooms that echoed with every step he took through them, alone. He had assistants, he had drivers, he had security, but he had no one who simply asked, "Are you okay?" Jonathan had lost his wife years earlier. After her passing, he buried himself completely in his work. He wasn't trying to build more wealth. He was just trying to avoid going home. Every single night, he would sit at a long, imposing dining table meant for 12 people and eat his meal entirely by himself. People envied his life. They saw the fortune, the power, the success. They didn't see him staring at his phone, scrolling past a long list of contacts he didn't know how to call. They didn't see him whisper into the empty rooms of his mansion, "I just wish someone knew me, not my money." One evening, Jonathan attended a lavish charity event. He donated millions of dollars, and the crowd erupted in applause. Later that night, in a quiet hallway, he noticed a janitor sitting by himself during his break. He was an older man, with bent shoulders and tired eyes. On an impulse, Jonathan surprised himself by sitting down beside him. For a moment, they sat in complete silence. Then, the janitor said softly, "People think I don't matter." Jonathan swallowed hard. "So do they," he replied. The janitor looked at him, confused. "You?" he asked, gesturing to Jonathan's expensive suit. Jonathan simply nodded. "I have everything," he said, his voice starting to break. "And I've never felt so unseen in my entire life." That night, Jonathan Hale, the billionaire, cried in front of a complete stranger, not because he was weak, but because he was human. The janitor didn't try to fix him. He didn't admire him or ask him for money. He just sat there and listened. And for the first time in years, Jonathan went home and slept peacefully. The next morning, Jonathan made a change. Not in his business, but in his life. He started showing up. He started calling people, not to delegate, but just to talk. He started listening, truly listening, to the people around him. He finally learned the truth he had never dared to say out loud. Silence hurts everyone, whether you are rich or poor. If you think success will save you from pain, it won't. If you think your personal struggle doesn't count because others have it worse, it does. And if you're carrying something heavy all by yourself, with or without money in your pocket, you deserve to be heard. If this story touched you, I want to invite you to share in the comments. What is something you've never said